Hello folks, my name is Tolinar and I am an Overlord. Let me get rid of that. And boy, this is another bad one. Well, here we go. In this page I am testing out, this game I am testing out a brand new precision-based page, and it actually works pretty well, to be honest. This form of Yorick is fairly competitive, so that's awesome.
30 seconds until you spawn.
Just a catch here, don't get anybody. We got a bit of a standoff, so we're just gonna wait. The Fleet Foot rune for precision gives you an energized speed boost and damage boost. It's not the most exciting rune, but given the post-match stats, it does seem to contribute a good deal to your health. I'm worried that it doesn't contribute enough at level 1, so perhaps it's not good enough early on. But we can see that it does give me back some health as I'm working, which is good. It's better than nothing. I guess that's a ghost poro there in the brush. I don't know exactly how it works, but I am trying to figure it out because it could be important. So, yeah, there we go. Go ahead and shots in there. And it looks like Jin and Janna are gonna push on us. They are super aggressive, so we start off pretty suppressed because Caitlyn has no clue what she's doing. Shots here. It will ruin my ability to heal her and give her anything back, and I won't get any health either. So thanks for that, Caitlyn. She has no idea what I'm trying to do at any given moment in this lane. She does eat a whole lot of tornadoes. It takes me a while to figure out the particular MO of this Janna. Too bad. They use the advantage to get quite ahead. I'm just trying to stand back and let Caitlyn do her thing. They're gonna run right up and smack her a bunch. So yeah, that's a whole lot of free damage on Caitlyn because she couldn't step sideways. But then I tried a couple of tornadoes as well. Too well aimed. To get out of the way of it. So I realized that I can't hug the cliff side because I'm going to get nailed by the tornado no matter what next. But look at that. That's a heck of a trick shot. I'm definitely memorizing that one. And she's just about dead at this point. She manages to hang on just barely. I'm just healing along. And she decides to go ahead and burn for someone. I don't necessarily disagree with that decision. It's going to keep her alive for a while. So yeah, I call that a good choice. Alright, I managed to catch on the Jin. So no damage there. And I am just trying to survive it. It's ugly. And I'm finally starting to figure out the way this Janna throws her tornadoes. It seems like she is trying to read the way we run escaping, so I start moving recording it. And almost dead. Go ahead and call the ghouls. Down. I missed the goop, so I just go recall. I can come back with the ghouls in a minute, and I'll have more mana and be able to get more stuff done. This Caitlyn is a support main, so I'm trying to show patience, but she really doesn't know her job at all. She's a support, and so she is not paying attention to CS. She's looking at the enemy's line. She doesn't know what she's doing. She doesn't know where to stand. She doesn't know where to auto attack. She's just running back and forth, hoping that she's standing in the right place. That's not a good way to ADC because now she's out of XP range. Okay, so she's auto attacking things, which is destroying her ability to farm at the turret, so she gets none of the minions. Even though I tried very hard to explain how to do it, in Champ Select. She completely ignored me, just blew me off. So I decided I better start farming. Otherwise, we are going to both go broke. And I can't be broke. We end up too far behind to make a difference. I have a good mid-game, and it all falls apart because I don't have a team, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm kind of roping along here. Note that even Janna's auto attacks are important. And then he mentions Flash. He knows he's in so much trouble if I get him, but he really didn't use the Flash, in my opinion. I would have smacked him around some and he would have been okay. This Flash, my reward for making a very nice player. Jin, not the Janna. And Janna is forced to put out shields. And I step back. And it's 3-3 already. And Caitlyn was the first one. Pretty bad. Now, 20 is getting more kills. And for the first time, I'm starting to get overshield. Look at that. Very nifty. I like it. Yeah. So I could do with that. I don't know if it fades off or if I just took chip damage or what. I don't really want to get hit by any of that. Yep, I got some overshield again. It is slowly accumulating. So I'm guessing it doesn't wear off. Which is cool. No, there it went away again. I don't know what's going on with the overshield. It is possible that overshielding is still like wears off over time. Yeah, you could do a damage. That's fine with it. At this point, I've been using pushing the lane or mini neutralizer to hold us in a more neutral position. It gives us more room to avoid tornadoes. We don't want to be hemmed in. So I've been counter-pushing, trying to get myself out of this situation where we have no choice but to hug the turret. Jin does really well in that situation. Janna does really well in that situation. I'm all out of mana, so I ping Caitlyn back. Here, there's a whole lot of fighting going on. It gets really low, and Caitlyn really wants to dive, and I really don't want Caitlyn to dive, because I don't know what their mana is. And if she's right there, then Caitlyn's gonna die. Yeah, the overheal shield is going away. That's so wasteful. So, in other words, that's awful. What point is there to the rune then? I don't heal often enough to be able to make any use of overheal. It's just a garbage rune. Because I'll get the overheal shield and then it'll fade before I can use it. How pointless. Here I've got the shield. It's great. Then after about 6 seconds, it fades away. And I've got nothing again. That rune is absolute garbage. And this is my first time reviewing the match, so I get to sit back and take a look at things from a more analytical perspective. That's very useful. And it's one of the reasons why I like releasing YouTube videos of my runs, because it lets me take a more objective look at what might have felt very bitter and very horrible. Like, this game was awful, and then I stop and take a look and I'm like, oh, it's me, it's my fault. I'm the one out of position. And it's important to be able to step back and look at your matches objectively like that. Every player has those moments where they think, oh, it's everybody else's fault. It's this player's fault. It's that player's fault. And you step back and look, and they're doing their job just fine. And you think to yourself, well, maybe it's not their fault. Maybe there is something else at play here. So, if we take a look, Rammus is currently 0-1 with 34 CS. And Sejuani has a kill with 34 CS.
Killing spree.
There's kill trades going on all the lanes. And finally, Caitlyn is getting some farm. I am out. My ghouls do not want to wait, so go ahead. I have no idea why Caitlyn put her trap there. To be honest, I think she's a noob. That's okay. I don't think it's a good place to put a trap. I think it's a terrible place to put a trap, because it doesn't obstruct much of the lane. I'll do some damage to kill here. Jin, my kill. Oh, that was a fail. Goodbye, Jin. You stood in the wrong place. And of course, the maiden's pretty much dead because I summoned her under a turret. But I caught the Jin out, and he is so dead. He thought he could just walk down, but I am level 6, and if you don't respect the maiden, maiden's gonna smack you around. So that's a great kill. And, yeah, my only regret is that I don't get it. Which doesn't prove to be an advantage. Now, our lane looks like we're just barely winning, but we're actually quite ahead at this point. Because not only does Caitlyn have 63 CS, but I have 32. And Janet is 28. She has 2 kills, which isn't bad. But, well, you could say the lane is high. Because Janet has 2 kills to her name, she has about as much gold as I have with my 33 CS. So lane is very close. In fact, if you push the gold, you can see how close. Yeah, it's 31 for Janet for my 27. But, at the same time, Caitlyn is up 3k. So, Janet is up 3k, Caitlyn is up 3k. Lane is pretty much a wash. I've spent slightly more than Janet has. But Jin has bought, and Caitlyn has not. That could come back to kill her, so I have to zone them out from her until she gets the chance to go by. Otherwise, we will be It's okay though. This is only based on how much gold we have at any given moment. A lot of other factors. I took a good shot at Jin there, and that's going to cost him most of his health bar. Don't even try to dodge the tornado. It's not going to knock me up long enough to matter. And I'm not trying to zone Janna away from her coins, because I don't have the force to do that right now. I don't have the mana. Otherwise, I wouldn't let her near her mana coins. I would try to starve her out. Now, I believe my teleport is up, so I'm going to go ahead and return to base. More items, strengthen my kit, and close the gap even further. So now I've got 3,000 invested, so I am much stronger than Janna in terms of overall power. I've got a fade. It's going to help me stick. I'm looking for a kill here. And I don't have my maiden. I'm just soaking up damage, healing it off, picking up minions. Score 70 to 79, and I go right in on Jin, and Jin is forced to flash away again. Another forced flash. Really aggressive, and every time I catch him with it, well, Caitlyn does something just kind of nowhere. Anyways, we're just kind of hanging out. We've got 120 on our side, and they've got 80-something on theirs. And I'm like, here's where we're going to fight. Right here. Right here. Right here. And what Caitlyn does is, instead of waiting, she goes out and starts auto-attacking things. Now she's pushing the lane. So we're not going to have the fight here, where I wanted it. What's more, it's taking longer. So the enemy realizes I'm up to something, and here comes Deswani, completely through the play. Now, we're fucked. And the reason why we're fucked is because Caitlyn wasn't on board with the plan. Rengar's gonna come though and clean up a little bit. We're gonna get back a little bit of something. That's good. As you can see, Janet is now super ahead. Thanks to Rengar, we are hanging in there. 12 to 10, and even gold. That sucks. And again, it's a support Caitlyn, so I'm trying very hard not to get upset. But the truth of the matter is, it's very, very uncool that she did that. I'm like, stay here and wait, stay here and wait, stay here and wait. They have to face check eventually. Just stay here and wait, and off she goes. She starts auto-attacking the minions, she starts pushing it away from the brush where I'm waiting, and she gives them all the time in the world to line up a jungler and get everything ready for a counter gank. So much for the advantage. Bad play. What you gonna do? The worst part is, Caitlyn is one of the better players on this team. Yasuo doesn't seem like it now because he's just laning and doing what he does. But he is the worst kind of solo queue player, and I am referring to the solo hero. The person who dives into every fight, regardless of the odds, thinks he can resolve absolutely everything himself. Caitlyn is really annoying. this hook on this Jhin. He's building so much move speed, and to be honest, Janet is only making it worse. I'm not able to rope him up. Pain in the ass. So, we're gonna have to pin them to the turret, but that means Maiden won't be effective. I'm trying to explain to Caitlyn how this works, how I need space in order to be able to fight, and how she shouldn't push the lane by auto-attacking. I managed to poke Janet. That's great. There's a lot of damage to her, and Caitlyn doesn't use Ace in the Hole. I have no idea why Caitlyn doesn't use Ace in the Hole. At the very least, we would have burned some of Jin's HP by force. And at the best situation, we'd have a dead Janna. I would have been able to keep going in, but Caitlyn doesn't burn Ace in the Hole. Now she's trying to kite around and do stupid supporty shit. She's using her skill shots to harass. That's the sort of thing that a support does. She's not thinking in terms of, let's acquire a kill shot. She's thinking in terms of, can I poke you without getting harassed and then run away? Janet pops her ulti. I'm just waiting for it. She's getting low. Just waiting for it. And she's not doing it. Caitlyn's not doing it. Caitlyn's gonna die now, so I have to step in and stop Jin's ultimate. He doesn't get anything. Thank goodness. Caitlyn is still holding onto her ultimate. At this point, I've lost all faith in the Caitlyn. I'm basically summoning ghouls, push down the lane, so I can get as much gold as I can, and then wait for Caitlyn to die, because she's way up there, I've got no mana, she's at half health, and she won't use her ultimate, so she might as well have an ultimate. Put it on cooldown, girl. I teleport back. And I'm quite glad that Caitlyn was leaving, but she actually just comes back again, so that's great. I miss a couple CS and get embarrassed. Really, the relic item does make it easier to last hit, so that's cool. Now, you'd think this is the overheal shield? No, this is just carbon. This is the relic item. So that's what we got there. Overheal is giving me anything or nothing. Here comes Sejuani, and I am out of here. There the shit out of her. Well, I'm trying to damage her. She's going to end up dying as I walk past. Yasuo shows up. I don't care about, but Rengar also shows up. That's cool. Get anything from it.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Two of them run straight into the enemy. I only get one. It's a pain in the ass. So I'm trying to decide whether I should recall, because this Rengar is really stupid. He won't just cover the turret. He's not getting back here. Like, just get back here, man. He won't. Oh, there he is. Look. See, I have my ultimate. I'm waiting for them to get up here so that I have space to kill them. And Caitlyn is pushing the wave again. We're not going to get any space. So I summon Maiden behind the turret, hoping that I've got enough room to get this done. And of course, they see Maiden and run the other way, which is the right answer. Now, we're chasing them with no support. So Maiden stops in the middle of the lane for just a moment. If Caitlyn had stopped pushing the lane, if Rengar had dropped back, there were 100 ways this could have turned out well, and none of them involved doing absolutely everything that happened. So we get nothing, and I walk away, and Caitlyn dies, because she is a fuckwad. Bye, Caitlyn. I know she's a support main. I know it. She's still playing badly. There was no reason to push. I was trying so hard to just get them to come up to the turret so I could kill them. All I needed was a single or maybe a double minion wave at the turret with the enemy. I could summon, and we would murder those idiots. But no. No, instead, we have Rengar jumping in and out and being a dickwad and attacking the minions and just confusing the shit out of everything and getting nothing done. And Caitlyn pushing the wave and doing everything she possibly can to damage the minions when I want the minions to come forward. To create pressure. But at least Rengar is getting his job done. He manages to assassinate Jhin. It's hard to knock it when a cat does his job. So, good for you, Rengar. You got a kill. At this point, he's still trying to amp. Not the best decision. Get down to the mat. Damage on that long. He's just standing there. Like, finally, Caitlyn uses her ultimate, and it gets blocked by Jhin, of course. However, this doesn't deter her. I just leave her to her own devices, and she actually gets a kill. How nice. It's not something I expected, to be sure. However, now we've got an onside, so I soak up the damage myself and just crush the turret. So this particular build doesn't have them all, so I'm not getting as much turret damage as I want to get. I find that Demolish is a really powerful rune, and now I know that, in particular, Overheal is garbage. It's not worth anything, because Yorick's combat style is going in and out. He'll never generate enough damage from auto-attacking minions to build up a good overheal. At least I don't think he will. He basically only generates healing when he uses his Q. So he basically he's got to just Q all the time, or he won't get an overshield at all. So we're dead in the river, and Rengar again throwing his life away and dragging Yasuo right along with him because Yasuo is the solo hero. He's got to get in there and make a big scene of things. Well, I'm sure if he's swapping, what, 8 and 5 is it? Then he's got to be right? I'm sure that's the way it is. But it's not. Here I catch Jhin on him. I almost get him in the ring. If I had him in the ring, he died on the spot. But I don't get him in the ring. Just because fast. He's poking at me and being a real nuisance. And here come two other players. Rammus right here. They're going to get one kill. I remember if we get this one. And then they said Wani shows up. Too much power if you focus on me. I go down. And Rammus goes down. Caitlyn is pushing. She's just farming. This is the right answer, actually. If they are so intent on winning a fight that they throw every single player on a team at it, then you want to take a turret. Push the lane. Force them to go elsewhere. But Caitlyn, of course, backs off the minute we die instead of timing it properly, so she doesn't get any extra turret damage. And then she lingers, which means she's in danger of dying. And Jax is just going to keep pushing. So now I have to try and block him. I come running on out the gate, realize that there's a wave up top, and Jax calls. Fail my timing, basically just scrub up the entire wave because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Real mature, perfect skill. Yeah. At this point I just activate my Q, Wait for it to get nice and low.
Killing spree.
And hammer it one.
Blue team double kill.
Meanwhile, Jax is murdering the entire team with the dragon. Except for Rammus, who's apparently doing the toad Gromp for whatever reason. And this is a good time to do Gromp, yes. Yes, sir. So, it's now 22 to 18. The gold is almost dead even. If you take a look at why that is, I'm sitting on 8,000, and most of the gold happens to be on Yasuo, who is 10,000 thanks to his solo heroing. Jax, on the other hand, has all the so it's been a nuisance. I don't get any catches, and I'm just gone. Whatever. Maybe something else to disregard it. Don't worry. We're just gonna push. We got this. I don't know what Rengar's doing. Guess he's DMing. Not useful. Again, I just missed my catch. These guys like to pass on their focus on the Sejuani combo. Maiden's percent damage is very effective. Then I think down. Here comes Jax. Jax. Down. Get back to it. Here comes the Jhin. And Jhin, when he isn't taking the Jhin, he just flashes away. This is literally the sprightliest little Jhin I've ever seen. It's psychotic. I'm sure this has got to be a brand new flavor of the month in Korea or whatever it's called. Figure out a counter to it sooner or later. But right now, he's so fast, so movable, it's difficult to even get anywhere. The Rengar is gonna run away and Sejuani comes in. Why? Because he's a fuckwad as well. Good job. Now he's gonna try to jump on Jhin for a free kill. I guess he knows his job. Good job, kitty. Sorry I called you a name. Let's keep playing. You're dead. At least you kill traded. That's something. Everyone else just sort of died or recalled, so we didn't even get an inhibitor out of that. So thanks for killing the Jhin, I guess. At this point, Yasuo is starting to feed. It's not good that he's the main supply of gold. He is starting to slack off. I can't find the time to farm, even though I have 109 CS, I'm 2, 3, and 7. So I am barely scraping the bottom of the bin at 9,800 gold. It is enough to gain control over the enemy. Gold is basically the only thing we've got going for us, because our team has no position control, has no cooperation, there's no gel between any of us. It's just a mess. It's what it is. It's a mess. Rammus is over there taking the red buff, and I'm coming over to make sure that the Baron is clear. Go up a vision ward, put down some other wards, sweeping around. The last second on my sweeper, I see this guy. I get 2 hits, and then my sweeper wears off. So all I can do is mark that they have vision there. Bother. And with that, I move over to the top lane. And Caitlyn is solo pushing, trying to claim the middle inhibitor. Why? Because Rammus is doing fuck all in our jungle. We don't have a tank. And Yasuo is chasing around tanks with Rengar. That's all they've done the whole game. It's been completely up to me and Caitlyn to claim objectives. And Caitlyn is basically on her own page at all times. Now she's busy pushing the mid. I really want to take Baron right now. Like right now. Like right now. But Rammus won't come over, and everyone else recalls, and fuck if Caitlyn isn't just pushing to death. So, I get spotted by a ward, but I come walking on over anyways. I don't know how I missed picking the LeBlanc. But I did. So these guys are dead. I'm dead too. And that's that. Good job, Caitlyn. You fucked it again. I know you're a support main, but you have to be able to do better than that. At least back off. The worst part is, that was all Rengar's suggestion. He's in chat saying, you should keep pushing the top. No, you shouldn't keep pushing the top. There's no presence on any other fucking lane. Rammus hasn't appeared in the last 20 minutes. So there's no reason to keep pushing top. Because what's going to happen if you push top and no other player is visible on the map whatsoever? Every single fucking player on blue team is going to run to the top lane and murder your ass. That's what's going to happen. And here's Yasuo picking a fight at the dragon, while Rengar hides nearby hoping he's going to snipe a kill. And Yasuo's dead. Rengar blew it. Good job, Rengar. And Rammus takes one look at that and says, nope. And goes right back to what he was doing, hanging out in the jungle.
Blue team has slain
I decided that I need a little bit more item, so I go back in and buy something. I've got my Sterak's Gauge, and I've got the Black Cleaver, and I get a Giant's Belt, so I've got a little bit more HP going. And I'm looking at this fight at Dragon thinking this is the dumbest shit ever. Because Rammus is farming the bottom lane! Yes, Rammus is farming the bottom lane as the fight goes on. That is fucking stupid as shit. Now, Caitlyn is at least trying to push. This is good. I go ahead and sweep, so Caitlyn is going to be relatively safe from ganks and garbage and shit. And I've got to do what I can to try and support Caitlyn. She's the only one doing anything meaningful. So here we go. It's the big dive with Caitlyn. Summon the maiden. All of a sudden, Jax does not want to be here any longer. And I am moving up Jax. But really, all I care about is freaking inhibitor. They all jump on me rather than anything about the Caitlyn because Caitlyn's dead later. See, it's easy. Caitlyn won't stay with the tank, so she's dead the moment the tank dies. If she had just stayed up front, where the enemy would have to be in range of me to attack her, then we would break the inhibitor together. But no, she wants to float back at the back of the minion wave and farm, which is real smart. Now Rengar is going to actually do something useful. Again, I like this player. Good kitty. So Rengar is going to claim the inhibitor while the enemy is claiming Baron. Honestly, it's the best thing he could have done. Meanwhile, Yasuo is trying to push the bottom turret without a wave. Good job, Yasuo. I'm sure that's going to go just great.
Blue team's turret has
They
been
finally
destroyed.
do get the turret. And now they're pushing on the bottom lane. And here comes the Baron up lane. This is just fascinating to watch, don't you think? So, I finally get the items I need. I go peeling out of the base thinking to myself, what in shit are these people doing? I'm telling everyone, now we have to decide between full offense or full defense. We cannot split between these two policies. And the first thing Rammus wants to do is run off on his own. There he goes. I get a good spot on the Sejuani. There's a ward in that bush now. So I try to warn them. Rammus is just going to push the top lane. We don't have a tank, apparently. Our best bet is to just sit here and wait. And Kitty is dead. The gank failed. And we got to teleport to the top lane. It's too late. The teleport gets canceled. Rammus actually gets something for his effort. Isn't that great? And now Rammus is running for his life. And we are pushing the mid. Trying desperately to get going here. Because this is it. And there goes another one. And Yasuo's going to run in now. They're all just going to keep running in one at a time. Like that's going to be the best plan in the world. Jax sees us coming. And backs off. Now they have to consider that Yasuo is going to be pushing on the top turret at the same time that we're hammering on the bot lane. But I don't want to hammer on the bot lane. I want to get going. We're going to take the red away from the enemy before they can get it. Got it. Okay, Caitlyn's got the red buff. Good deal. Yasuo is going to recall, except he'll get caught. I'll teleport over to him. But will he move towards me? No! He'll move away from me! And deeper! And deeper! He'll get one kill, and then he'll die before he can do anything else! And now I'm gonna be sitting here fucking 1v3 in a minute! While it just says 1, I'm actually winning! Because I'm fucking winning 1v1! But all it takes is the presence of Karen to turn things around! Rengar jumps in thinking he's gonna get shit, and he doesn't! Because he's fucking late to the party, and Yasuo is a bird brain! While Jax kills Caitlyn in the mid. Because Rammus is nowhere! Literally nowhere. It is now 40-27, and yet the gold is almost even. Why is the gold almost even? Because I refuse to stop farming, and Caitlyn keeps farming too. And most impressively, our two Yankers keep trading kills. So we are just about tied for gold. The enemy team is ahead by maybe 1K. Nonetheless, we are so fucking behind. And the reason that we're behind so far is because nobody in this entire team works together. Rammus has died alone, trying to protect the turret without any help from anyone else. Yasuo was up there and actually dropped back so Rammus could die. Good job, Yasuo. We're so proud of you and your moronitude. That's a new word just for you. Good job. So, they're gathering up for Dragon. This is it. So, looking at the lane. I decided, here we go. We're at the Dragon. We've got a split, so I plunge straight into the enemy team. I'm like, let's go right now. Use the ult. I spin my ult in the back. I'm trying to get out of this fight so fast I can't catch him. We get one kill there. Caitlyn is getting killed by Anna of all things. One of them got ulted, and the others just stopped and stared at the effect. And that was that. The game's not over, but it might as well be. That was the only active attempt at teamwork that we had all game, and it was a huge bust. Because the enemy thought it would be a good idea to fight the Jax and the Sejuani rather than pick off the Jhin. Isn't that great? So we lose the Dragon. Blue's inhibitor is back now. I don't have to give a shit about any of this though. I know my champion and I'm getting close to my power spikes. I'm currently level 15, just a little bit more, and I'll have Maiden 3. That'll be plenty of power to fight these guys with. So I consider my item builds. And I decide Warmogs is good enough. I come charging out. And I'm looking and seeing that Caitlyn is caught because she's stupid again. And I throw down my ultimate right here. And my ultimate is still only 15. But I'd rather it didn't right now. I'd like to get one more level on it. We will actually gain power if I can get this level. So I'm pushing and I'm trying to catch the Sejuani, and the Sejuani slips out, so I back off. Away before I get 6, but I got 16 now. So Maiden has all the power in the world. So I start charging down mid, and where in the fuck is Rammus going? He's at half health, which is apparently really intimidating. He finally starts coming back. Great. He comes swerving around. If he hadn't run away, this would be an issue. I throw my exhaust for nothing. And we are trying to take the inhibitor. I think we actually did it. Alright, we've got the inhibitor. And at this point, we are recalling And there's Caitlyn. And Caitlyn, rather than coming down to help the mid, is going to go to the big minion wave. Fine. I stayed too long here. But Rammus just wanders off, so I don't have any peel. And I've got 3 players in the top lane. Why did we need 3 players to clear 1 minion wave? They all wanted to be the solo hero who gets all the gold and wins the game. Now let's see which one of them actually does it. The answer is none of them. Rammus is actually engaging for Yasuo, which is just great. Unfortunately, the entire enemy team shows up at that time. And Caitlyn decides, well, I've done all I can here, I'll just recall. Meanwhile, Rengar wanders around before deciding the same. It took him all day to realize he needs to be back on defense.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Rammus, again, not really tanking for his ADC, not really helping his team at all, just getting himself killed. So here I come, it's the ditch dirt defense, and it's bad news for all of us, but I still don't have my ultimate. And I've got to get in there and tank anyways. And Rengar's trying to poke, he's not getting in there. Caitlyn's not getting in there. She's not even auto-attacking anything except the fucking minions! And she gets tornadoed and insta-gift. I said the I won't even live 5 seconds, so maybe he's not going to do shit. The game is over. We had the worst possible Rammus. We had a terrible Yasuo who thought that heroism equated to diving on everyone at first sight. We had a really good Rengar, did his best to hold us together, and we had a support Caitlyn who didn't know her fucking job. Good game. Not.